Hello farmers and welcome back to Riverbend Springs on Farming Simulator 25. Happy Saturday to everyone. Hello Junk, Farm Edible, Branding Iron, Eddie, Miles, Big Jim, Mr. Wicked Farmer, Skenders here, Mr. Anderson, Brian Powell, Skinny, how you doing? Store Firm, good afternoon to you as well. Burley, how you doing? Mr. Whitfield, and let's see, I think did that cover everyone? If I missed you, I apologize, but I think I got everyone covered there. But like I said, happy Saturday to everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a good start to their weekend. Yeah, so here we are. We kind of like we're almost right where we left off. Well, where our worker left off. They couldn't find the rest of this rice field. So we're going to be starting today by finishing out planting our last long grain rice field. So let's go ahead and get this started. So I did come on after the stream last night. I got the sawmill completely full of trees. We're down to about maybe 20 trees or so left in our forest field. And I've been kind of just cleaning out the sawmill and did some just moving around some pallets last night. So that's pretty much all I got done, which is pretty good. The goal for today... it might be kind of a reach, but buying the canning factory for $330,000, and we're at 138. So I need a couple $100,000 as we move along today. So we'll see how we get along. So this shouldn't take us too long. I do have a contract as well. We're going to be doing here very shortly, just spraying some weeds, and then kind of just speeding up through the day a little bit, waiting for the wool price to go on up. The truck is ready to rock and roll. Go sell that. Hello from the other side of the country. Everyone's from somewhere. Had to shovel out your walkway this morning in Ottawa. Yeah, a lot of people around the Great Lakes region are getting lots of snow. So depending on where you're at, I'm not far from the Great Lakes, but it is just clear skies as far as the eye can see. It's a beautiful day out there, at least where I am. So yeah, I think this is the last long grain rice field I've got to plant, and that is pretty much it. Like I said, then we'll get that weeding contract done, and then we can move on to the month of May, although I am keeping my eye on the price of wool currently. Still going up. Hello, John. Good evening to you, sir. Been making silage like crazy and cleaning trees around the farmhouse to open everything up. Also started my first greenhouse. Yes, get the greenhouses going as soon as you can, because I mean, basically, I mean, if you got a free water source, that's, I don't want to say it's easy money, but it's good income for sure. Now, let me clean up this corner a little bit here. Now the tricky thing that's going to be is once I get the canning factory up and running, I want to slowly try to get the material out of the small canning production. So stuff like flour and things like that, I'm going to probably want to put that, not on distribute, we'll have to bring it up to the big canning factory manually. Because if I put everything on distribute, it's going to keep putting it into the small production building as well. So, yeah. Got to use up that stuff in the small canning production so I can sell that eventually and just have the large one. I mean, it's not going to be bad to have two of them running if I wanted to, but I think just having the one large one would be nice. Got your oil change and ran back into the house. I always try to, in my vehicles, get my oil changed like in November when it's not that cold out. That way it'll get me hopefully through until March, which it usually does nowadays. So I don't have to worry about trying to change my oil when it's negative 20 out or something like that. All right, and there's one more pass up this way. I think we'll be good in the rice field. Just made 10 fields into one. The 9 meter seeder taking long. Gonna add 17 more fields. Yeah, if you want a direct drill, I think we did see that the 9 meter wide is the widest that we currently have in game. We should be able to get to our harvesting season today as well. I mean, harvesting season's only in June. And I think the only work we got to do in the month of May is cutting our grass field. And probably going to be making some silage out of that for the first cut. We got plenty of hay around the farm, so I'm not too worried about the animals running out of food. Alright, so the rice fields are all set. Just have to flood them. Hopefully I don't forget to flood the fields. Let's see, I got many options to get back to the farm, so we're going to go out this way, I think. So if you missed yesterday's stream and haven't had a chance to have a peek at it, we bought a field in the farther northern area just north of the farmer's market, and we planted some spinach into it. So we're getting ready to do some spinach harvesting this year. Even though we don't have a spinach harvester or the canning factory yet, but hopefully we can resolve one of those issues today. This little small generator that appeared after patch 1.3 is starting to annoy me a little bit. I mean, I can work my way around. It's just an eyesore. Alright, we'll grab the AgroStar. Do I have enough herbicide in the sprayer? I'm thinking not. So we're going to go buy some. So I'm kind of hoping before the harvest comes along to get us up to the 330,000 for the canning factory. Maybe we'll get 2 toys made, so that'll be 100 grand. So that's half of what we need. And of course, by selling the wool and of course selling the stuff from the sawmill and the cement factory as we go along. And of course, we do got some stuff from a small canning factory that we can sell. Doing some contracts here and there. I think that'll get us up to the 330,000 for the canning factory. And then if you look at our greenhouse that's making all the veggies to make kimchi, we got a lot of stuff in there. That'll immediately go up to the canning factory and we'll make kimchi 10 times as fast. When do you flood after they start growing? For long grain rice, you flood the fields after the crop germinates. So not when you plant or whatever, but yeah, the long grain rice, which we do, you flood the field, which will be next month after the crop germinates. And you got to flood the field every month until the last month before harvest. And it's good to go. If you're doing just regular rice, you got to flood the field before you plant. And then I believe flood the field every month until it's ready for harvest. Spinach field for Uncle Popeye. Well, he's going to get it bagged, his spinach. Is the bus waiting for someone to cross? Looks like they were. All right, into the store. Oh, we got some, well, the Merlot was there, but this was, a Discaro is now showing up. That came in the last 10 minutes because I checked the store 10 minutes ago when I logged in. All right, so we got to scroll on down here. Did I scroll too far? I don't think I've scrolled far enough yet. Actually, I probably did, but we can go to pallets. Herbicide, doesn't really matter which brand we go for. And we'll get 2. And I should be able to get both containers in here. Someone said about a bonus from Walter's kiosk the other day. I played normal and noticed that I got 20% more from the selling there. I think you have to own the farm though. Well, we don't own that farm, so I'm not going to worry about it. Does it show the bonus like after you sell? So say like you sell something and it says harvest income 1,000 and then it says bonus like 200, or does it just be a one lump sum when you sell it? I mean, do you know you're actually getting a bonus, or is it just an increase in the sale? I don't think I'll ever buy that farm over there, but never know. Hello, Terry. How you doing today? The new motorized flour mill is so OP. It's a good way to get stones, but can't get a chaff out. Wait, the flour mill? You get stones out of the flour mill? Okay. That whoever made that mod must be playing on Riverbend Springs, frustrated at getting stones. Alright, so as we go by our forest field, that's the amount of trees we got left. I said 20. I don't think it's even 20 trees left. But that's what we're down to. Oh, it just adds to the price. It doesn't really show it. Hello, Adam. How you doing today? The Rexter, hello. Yeah, I try to never say never. Plans change, but I just can't really see myself doing that. So, yep, we're spraying this field number 78. And the contract is for almost $8 grand. Yeah, I did see the, whatever it's called there, the modernized flour mill. I did see it on the mod hub. But since we got our own flour mill going here, I figured we're doing just fine with it. That's not a good start on spraying for weeds. Already hit a pole. All right. Let's start raking in that cash. Oh yeah, also today we're going to be selling the small dairy production that we got a long time ago. That has pretty much run through everything, and it's at the point of, it's got like 200 liters of milk left into it. It does have some cheese and buffalo mozzarella still inside, but not enough to spawn a pallet. So hopefully when I sell that, we'll get some decent cash as well. But I feel like once we get this spinach harvesting going this year, I feel like the farm is going to, I mean, we've been going, I mean, of course, it started off great with the $5 million loan. And then once I bought everything and spent that original $5 million, it we kind of leveled out and didn't really progress as much. And now, recently, we got the ball rolling a little bit again. But I think once we get the spinach harvesting kind of stuff going, I think the ball is going to start rolling down the hill a little bit faster. I combined fields 23, 24, and 25 today, and it's huge now. Well, you would expect your farm to continue to grow, so I mean, but that's always good news. Although sometimes I notice when I play, I really notice it like on Western Australia. I always go back. I always think, boy, I'd really like to have a really nice, big, huge field. And then when it comes time to work in that field, it feels like it just takes forever, which it does. I mean, yeah, you're still bringing a lot of crop. I think because I'm not breaking. I look at it as one field, and it takes forever to get the job done. It's like, man, I wish I had smaller fields. But I think that's because I'm trying to make videos out of it. Kind of hoping with the next few weeks that maybe we'll get another map on the mod hub. I did have another look at Houghton Pentai last night, and man, I don't know. I keep thinking I'm going to go on that map and do the temple and all that kind of stuff, but I had a look at the map again last night. It just doesn't do it for me. Why are we cruising at 7? Because that is the working speed of the herbicide sprayer. The sprayer's working speed will not allow you to go faster than 7. Terry, No Man's Land. I'm not going to say it's not going to come to FS25, but as I mentioned, I talked to Alien Jim a couple weeks ago, and he is not even he hasn't done any modding for 25, and he said he doesn't plan to get involved into it anytime soon. So, I mean, New Frontier, the map that's on the mod hub, I mean, it's similar to like No Man's Land, meaning it's just a map that's kind of open. All right, 72% done. What about the other map no one talks about, Sri Lanka? Well, that map was out in 22, so if you had the year 2 pass, I think it was, probably a lot of people may have played on Sri Lanka in 22. That's another map. I did about 5 episodes on it when it came out because I was showing off. That map came out with the veggies in 22, and I did about 5 episodes on that map, and I was like, yeah, this map doesn't do it for me either. So, I mean, that map has kind of been out for like a year and a half anyway, so I think a lot of people, unless you really like that kind of map, a lot of people probably just want to either go on Houghton Pentai or be here on Riverbend. And I don't think Houghton Pentai has any town projects like the playground, the grain elevator, or the temple. I don't know, maybe if I went back to Sri Lanka, maybe it'd be a map I wouldn't mind, but I would rather go on Hutan Pentai first because that's got the project to do. And you know me, I wouldn't be at the starting farm. I'd start somewhere else. Although I would not build our home. I would definitely just purchase one pre-made. I don't think Hutan Pentai is... I think that they have the same amount of collectibles as we had here. I don't think they actually had more. Narrowing our working width as we go along here. That's like a copy of some places in Poland. Well, it's classified as an Eastern European map, so I mean, you're probably spot on with the Poland, Romania kind of situation. It's supposed to be an Eastern European map. But I think Hutan Pentai had 25 collectibles just like we had here. We'll leave it at the narrowest working width because, well, that's why. We are done. All right, let me put that back on the widest working width. And let's collect that for 8,000. All right, just another $190,000 more to go. And we can buy the new canning factory. Well, it'll be new to us. And we're going to have about $30,000 worth of wool here to sell shortly. We're selling it either to the farmer's market or up to the spinnery, which is just up the road. Actually, let me speed up time to about times 10. I did hear that, like the temple on Hutan Pentai, even if he had all the materials, I think it takes like 7 or 8 years to get that project done. But I mean, we've been kind of going at the playground almost from day one, and that's taken a while too. Oh, I should mention, in case you might be interested, I did release a Planet Coaster 2 video earlier this morning about the December update. And some people have shown interest in the comments about having another live stream on that, so maybe in the near future we will do that. So, where are we here? Oh yeah, so our small dairy production over here, it's not going to have a whole lot left in it. Yeah, 54 liters of milk. It's got 296 liters of cheese and 754 liters of buffalo milk. Oh, sorry, buffalo mozzarella inside. But we're just going to go ahead and sell it right now. So construction. Let's scroll on in here. We'll click on that. So the dairy production, we bought it for like 30 and it's worth 15.8. But, it gave us some stuff in the meantime. But we're going to sell it for 15,813. And, oh, I didn't get anything for the material that was inside, like when I sold... Ooh, that kind of sucks a little bit. I think we tried it when I sold the hayloft with straw in it. I got the money for the extra material. Well, too late now. It's gone. All right. It was a very slow production anyways. Oh, yeah, the sheep. We'll sell some sheep because I do believe we got a full pen. 71. Yes, we do. We got ourselves a full pen. So, let's go to here. Come on down here. We got 6 more for 1,000. And sell that for 5,700. And we'll get another 6 sheep pretty quick. So now we're up to 163. How is the wool? So the price of the wool was going up. So I'm going to see what it's doing here. Well, it's still going up. I'm not too far from Canning Town in East London. Well, this is southeastern USA, Arkansas, Louisiana type is where we're at. The grind is real at the temple. So I'll speed up some time. It's not Planet Poster, it's Planet Coaster, as in a theme park. So it's basically you're just creating your own little theme park. Alright, so farmer's market still for the wool. Just passing some time so we can sell the wool. And we'll keep our eye on the sale page. Oh, we just sold a toy for $50,000. Man, those toys are going out the door quick. I mean, I'm not going to complain about that, but they're going out the door real quick. So now we're up to 213,000. Farmer's market still leading the way on the wool. As you can see, we got the wool stacked up here. It was looking pretty good, but then the wool started doing that whole thing on the back of the truck where all the pallets started shaking. So I had to unstrap it, strap it back in, so that's why it looks the way it does. Alright, wool 1202 still. I think 1202 is gonna be the max price on the wool. And the reason why I'm not bringing it to ropes because I'm gonna make more money selling the wool straight up rather than making it into rope. Still 1202 at the farmer's market. We may have to sell it at night, but I'm waiting for the best price. Oh, price is going down, so let's go ahead and slow down. Oh yeah, also I did not check on the animals, but I think... nuts! I forgot to feed the animals. The cows are out of food. The sheep are good. The chickens will be fine till morning. Alright, so we got a little night work to do once again. I knew I was forgetting something. I think the cows are going through the food a lot faster than I remember them doing so. And yep, my truck is going to very easily tip over. So nothing like selling 23,607 liters of wool at 10:30 at night, almost 11 o'clock at night. I think I'm going to have to start feeding the cows twice a month, when I get up in the morning and before I go to bed. Gently around the corner. Getting kind of used to the International Semi and the low loader. Been a while since we used a pickup truck and have to worry about it tipping over. Skender, Planet Coaster 2 is... Yeah, no, you're not really... When you place down like a roller coaster, you can build your own roller coasters, but when I mean build, you can design them. You don't need like to create wood beams and steel beams and place them in the right area. It's just putting like tracks together. You can design your own loop-de-loops if you want. Or you can just use a blueprint of pre-made ones and place it down, and you gotta do like scenic areas and all that kind of stuff. Nope, 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 nope. Yep, use the bridge to tip yourself back upright. Welcome back, Big Buck Down. Hope you're having a good Saturday. All right, we're almost there. So yeah, going to be about 30 grand for all this wool. All right, 241,000 just shy of 242. So another 100,000 and we got ourselves the canning factory. And tomorrow we'll be selling a lot of stuff from the sawmill. Now let's go back and feed our cows. And then we'll just sleep through the night. Why do I have a feeling you will somehow tip over? I mean, it's always a possibility. I didn't quite tip over, but we were pretty much there on the bridge. I mean, in reality, that truck would have tipped over. I think I'm going to park the truck actually in the shed. And this shed, yeah, it's a nice big shed, and I'm really just parking anything anywhere at this point. Someday we'll get more organized here. Where, I don't know where my telehandler is. I'll have to tab through. Oh, it's right in the cow barn. Makes sense. Oop. I think I'm actually going to go up to the goat pen and we'll start taking those bales have been sitting out there for a while. And the reason why I want to grab these is we are getting close to tornado season. And I'll forget about these bales out here, and I don't want to lose them, so we'll grab the bales from up here. And yeah, look at the amount of eggs we got. We got tons of eggs. Have we planted spinach yet? Yes, we bought a field yesterday and planted the spinach yesterday in that field. Nope, nope, trying to balance that bale up there. I think I got it. And then I'll grab 3 more bales and bring them on down here. Sorry, ladies, but here you go. A little midnight snack for you. So all of our fields have been planted for the season. Now I'll just grab the bottom 2, I suppose. No, 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 don't. That may have just fallen on the other side of the map. We're on the map's edge. Hopefully I can pick those up. Can you harvest spinach 2 times in a season? Yes, you can. Even with seasons turned on, you should be able to. Haven't done it myself, but I've been told by many people. And I confirmed that with Farmer Cop's video that you can do it twice. And that's the whole point. And that's why we want to get the canning factory going. Because we're going to have a lot of it. I did download Omatana's silo in case we want to put down a multi-fruit silo for the spinach. 10 million liters, what's the difference? 10 million... Silo wood columns, no share silo multi-fruit. Not sure what the difference is. But we'll worry about that when I get to it. Worry about that when we get to it. Alright, so the animals are all good. At least for now. Let's go home. And, yep, sleep until 8 a.m. All right, so the money did drop, of course, of loan interest. You thought cows needed TMR to produce milk? No, you just gotta... you can give them hay, which is perfectly fine, as you can see here. I know it says 80%. But, I mean, the productivity is down right now because we ran out of food. But that should go back up to 100%. We just got to get their health back up. But, yeah, if you just give them hay, they will produce it. If you do give them TMR, now I'm just going by what FS22 did. If you gave them TMR in FS22 compared to hay in 22, you would get just a little bit more milk than you would from hay, even though the productivity was at 100%. But since you're saving so much money on just feeding them hay, not doing TMR, the offset, you're just better off giving them hay. I don't know what it's like in 25, so but at least that's the way it was in 22. Well, they do got a cotton harvester here, which really that is a pretty darn good price at 54% off. But we're not doing cotton harvesting, so all right, let's move on from that. Contracts first thing in the morning. I'm looking for big totals here and nothing as of yet. All right, and let's go ahead and we'll jump into our rice fields. So the rice has grown, of course, but they need to be flooded. So we got 3 fields here. There's that one. There's that rice field, and we'll just jump on down to field 61. And which way am I facing? There it is, right over there. Yeah, if you just give them silage, it'd probably be the same as hay. The reason why I'm going with hay is because we do have a pen of sheep and a pen of goats. And they require hay or grass. So I'm just doing hay all around. Alright, so the rice fields are flooded. Our grass field, we'll get a worker started. Well, we'll visit. We'll get a worker start cutting the grass. Ready for harvest. And we're just going to go ahead and make silage out of it. All right, let me up the working, sorry, not time, sorry, wrong button. Cruise control, get that up to 27. All right, Francine, go to town. I think you put down Miles. I'm not sure I understand what you're saying. I think if you put down first next to factory, it makes the factory bigger. I'm not sure exactly what you're talking about there. For them silos, it means if you use more than one, whatever, for every you put in, it will show up in both silos, not the others don't. Oh, I see what you're saying. So they're not like silo extension. They're not really like silo extensions. If you just put down a silo here on one side of the map and a silo on the other side, it's actually kind of combined like a silo extension. All right, so the worker's off. That's good to go. We are going to jump into, if I can find it. There it is. All right, we're headed on down to the sawmill. Surprise, surprise. Going to grab the wood beams first and bring that up to the playground, because that requires some more. And then we'll figure out where everything else needs to go. How many soft resets do you think I will need for a shiny? Terry, I have no idea what you're talking about. Well, you can see our popular has grown another stage. That time is approaching us rather fast. All right, so I need 100 grand. And the popular in this field has grown halfway because I slept through the night when this was being planted. So, yeah, some of the crop is ahead of the others. Popular seems to grow really fast. It takes over a year. I mean, if you want to compare it to other crops, it's kind of slow, but for what it's going to be worth, apparently. Alright, so wood beams are what we're gathering, like I said. And everything you see in the sawmill, that is from yesterday after I cleaned this out. And you can see the sawmill has 100,000 liters of wood still in it. Let's see here. Got one more set of wood beams. Alright, that's all we got for wood beams. The toy maker is pretty well full. When is the next toy sale due? We just had one. Just had one overnight. Any plans for tomorrow? I will not be streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow, aka Sunday, I will not be here, and the Sunday after that, I will not be streaming either. So the question is, can I come up with $100,000 in the month of May to buy the canning factory? I see what you're saying, Death. If you if I put one of her silos down, like at the factory, and put one down at the farm, when I can just unload it at the farm, and then I don't have to transport it up to the factory. It's kind of like a free teleporting kind of a thing. So this should be about $12,000 worth. All right, well, 13,000. We'll stop by and see what the cement production has. Although it hasn't been too long since we sold that stuff, but I'm getting desperate to get that canning factory. Oh, you meant for fun? What I'm doing tomorrow? I'm going over to my brother's house. Gonna have a little family, just a little family get together. Next Sunday is when we're having Christmas on the 22nd. That's why I'll be streaming on Christmas, because my Christmas will be over. Hello, Casper. How you doing today? I think I'll just bring all this stuff from the cement factory over to the warehouse, probably. That's usually where it's going. All depends on where the prefab walls want to go. Stones be gone. Yeah, too bad there isn't a selling spot for stones, although I wouldn't make a whole bunch, but sooner or later, I think we're going to fill up this place with stones, and I'm going to have stones sitting around here. To be fair, the year flew by really quick. It's kind of funny how that goes. Seems like the older I get, the years go by a lot quicker. How many fields do I own? And if you didn't understand what I just said, I don't know. I have probably like maybe 10 fields or something like that. A 50-meter tall snowman. See, that's what you always got to be careful about. You know, what you just find interesting, that could lead to a trip somewhere. We've all been there, Skender. I know exactly what you're talking about. You can sell stones at the cement factory. I realize that, but we own the cement factory, so can't sell to yourself. Cement factory is the only place you can sell stones to, but we own it. That's why we got the cement products on the semi-trailer. So again, like I said last night, came out for about an hour, cut down some trees to fill up the sawmill. And that is what's left of our 180 lodgepole pine trees. All right, so we got 3 prefab walls. All right, let's see where a lot of this stuff needs to go. I mean, it's going to be farmer's market or warehouse, but prefab walls, market is... Oh, warehouse is better. What about planks long? The Cooper farmer's market. Warehouse is going... I could just sell everything at the warehouse. So as for the planks long, why not bring up to the toy maker? Because our toy maker has got plenty of long planks up there already. The planks I will keep around for a little bit. So let's see, we need 90,000. That's 15. Yeah, I mean, it's going to make a nice little dent into that 100,000 that we need, but not going to get us there all the way. I think I'm going to get close this month to 330,000 in the bank account, but I'm not going to quite get there. I think that's all the large stuff. All right, let's go to the warehouse. Oh, wait, I got a whole bunch of long planks here. I forgot about my stockpile. Working on getting your TMR wagon. Next, I went back to round bales. I found myself doing that all the time in the game, switching ways I do things. I'm already doing. Well, that's the good thing about the game. You know, you have a lot of options of how you want to do things, and you know, it's just a matter of the main thing you got to remember is just you got to be having fun, right? So as long as you're having fun, who cares if you're doing it the proper way or whatever? I mean, no, don't you dare go underground. Yeah, just remember, you gotta be having fun playing the game, so that's all that matters. Whether you do it one way, another way, the silly way, unrealistic way, just have fun with it. I don't think I got that high enough, so I need to back up. There we go, that's high enough now. Alright, so that just leaves the standard planks for now. All right, hoping for about 50 grand on this. Alright, steady as she goes. Alright, so 45,000. I was hoping for 50. Not going to complain on that too much. I'd like to, but that's not going to help complaining. Let's see, we do got some flour here. I wonder what the flour is. Actually, it's rice flour. Yeah, we got plenty of rice flour. So the stock market page, this is what's great about the time-saving stock check mod. If I go to rice flour, if I sold it today, right now, I would get $18,116. If I waited for the best price, I would get $22,000, which means basically it's $4,000 off the peak price. So $18,000. I mean, that still puts us way below what we need for the canning factory. But as you can see, I got about $34,000 of planks I can sell. But that would be at the playground, which I'm not going to get paid. We do got some noodle soup I can sell. The kimchi. Small farmer's kiosk. Small farmer's kiosk. Let's go load up that stuff. And we'll go visit Grandpa Walter. Not sure why the bus is hesitating here. How's my worker doing up there cutting grass? Well, they're still on the move, so that means they're not done. And you can see our rice fields in the distance before the rice renders in, but you can see our fields are all got that murky water in them, so the fields are flooded. And you can see the stuff starting to pile up here. Alright, telehandler is here. Alright, the cows are not actually out of food, even though the feed trough looks like they are. Let me go grab some more hay bales for the cows. And then we'll load up the kimchi, the noodles, and the canned green beans. Why is a school bus in this game? Well, International is a new brand that's in the game. And International does make school buses, so that's why we got the International school buses. Hope I can grab these hay bales. I don't know if they're... No, they're still technically... Oh, look at that. I restacked them. I think that's rain in the forecast, not hail, so I think we're all set. And I knew that bump was going to cause me some problems. no kids in middle school. Yeah, all the pedestrians are adults, so maybe we can just call it city transportation. Alright, so our mower has finished working cutting the grass field. We'll go up there and make some silage in a minute. Alright, I'm going to try to load these all up with a telehandler. We'll see how this goes. It's been a moment, so my practice is going to be off a little bit. Did I just grab a whole bunch of pallets? I sure did. Okay, I just lost a couple of pallets. Still trying to get how you can see on the pallets how it renders in the top of the pallet to keep changing color. I don't know if that's supposed to be like saran wrap or wrapping around the pallet. The way maybe the sun's hitting the pallets. I don't know if they're actually wrapped or not. Okay, we'll put these over here. Hello, Kitty. How you doing today? Well, that stacking didn't go well. Trying to figure out why this won't slide off like I would hope it would. Alright, I think it's time just to... We'll call that good. I loaded up enough of them with a pallet, the telehandler. Oh, I just realized though, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to get this into the sell point at the farmer's kiosk over at Grandpa Walter's, so it should be interesting. Hello, Jason. Happy Saturday to you. Actually, we haven't spoke to Grandpa Walter in a while, and not going to be doing that today either, so... I think I've only talked to Ben once. I think David twice, Katie a couple times. Noah a couple times. That's about it. I do have about 4 pallets of rope I could sell. Maybe we will swing by the rope factory as I drag race this carrier van down the road. The rope factory, the playground, if it will take the rope, I'm going to just put one in at a time when I go up there. And see if they will take some. Those go for about 4,000 or 5,000 a piece, I think. Maybe even more than that. Saving to get a nice dairy barn going. So I'll probably end up leasing a TMR wagon, see which one works best on your little setup. But I guess it all depends on how many how big of a cow barn you put down. And if the playground doesn't pay me for the rope, then more than likely it's done with the rope. That's why I'm just going to put 1 pallet in. I think with everything that we got to sell, I think we will be able to afford the canning factory in the month of May. Alright, so do I get paid for the rope here still? I do. 6,000. It doesn't require rope currently, so I'm just being cautious with it. Alright, so another 30,000 more. And I think I got that in planks alone, so we're going to go visit Grandpa Walter and sell him all this stuff. I don't think there's a way for me to actually go around the farmer's kiosk, is there? So I can just drive right on through it? I mean, technically no, but I think no, I'm not going to be able to squeeze through there, am I? No, I'm just going to get stuck doing that. So we're going to come over here and just have to unload it by hand. One pallet at a time. Although it looks like the sell point is like right here if I drove in maybe a little bit closer. maybe it would have worked. Do I actually have enough material on the trailer? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you as well. Hello, Kitty. Yeah, we're just basically 11 days away from Christmas. But look at that. We got the money. We got the cash. Let's wave. Everyone wave to Grandpa Walter as we drive on through. He's thinking, I never had a semi-truck. Let's see if the train's going to catch me by surprise. And apparently it did not. Alright, so we got the $330,000 for the canning factory. Let's bring this down to the sawmill. I'll park this up there. And we'll go buy the canning factory before the money goes elsewhere. I think the animal pens, the base game animal pens, they're going to hold a base amount of food. Doesn't matter how big you make the pen with a fence. But don't hold me to that. But I think someone did a test on that. It doesn't matter how big of an area that you place down. The feed trough is going to be the same. Unless someone else knows differently. But I think that's what I heard. So if I need, well, I couldn't see where the trees overhead. If we need cash, we got a whole bunch of planks down here that we can sell. All right, let's go visit the large canning factory, shall we? Visit. 330,000. Thank you very much. And now all the crops that we have in our greenhouse should be distributed up here. I think this, I can just check it from here actually. Right here. So the chili peppers, we are full. The garlic, the onion, and the cabbage should be distributed up here, and we can slowly sell or slowly make. If I go now to the canning factory, we'll be able to make the kimchi up here a lot quicker. So I'm just going to go ahead and activate that right now. Let's see. What else I'm going to want to activate here? Noodle soup, I'm going to activate that. So all that rice flour sitting down at the grain mill, we're going to go pick that up and bring that up here manually because, first of all, that is spawn, and I don't want that and distribute because it'll go into the small canning factory or preserved food. I want that up here. We'll start bringing the eggs up here, and eventually, hopefully, we can get rid of the other canning production. All right, so there is that taken care of. I don't think I got any tractors over at our grass field. Oh, I forgot about the hay bales that are up here. The worker plowed through our 3 hay bales that are sitting up here. Yeah, as for contracts, anything showing up as we go through the day, I'm looking for... No, nothing there. Nothing there for us. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to need Alright, so where's the Vultra? That's the Deutz. Here's the Vultra. So what we're going to grab is we're going to drop off the spreader, bring that with us on the Vultra. And then the bale trailer should be over at the bale shed. So now all we need is $650,000 to buy the spinach harvester, or just get enough money to be able to lease it, which we should be able to when it comes time to harvesting the spinach. Oh yeah, I did not feed Sam this morning. Got too excited about possibly getting the canning factory. Let me feed Sam. Alright, Sam's good to go. Not going to wait for him to show up because who knows where Sam is. Oh, no, there's Sam. He wasn't too far. Yeah, so now I got to figure out, with the greenhouse, having it on distribute, it's going to keep distributing, which is great, up to the large canning factory, but it's also going to keep on distributing to the small canning factory. So I think once it empties out the greenhouse here very soon, I'll have to put that stuff on storing for a bit, and then try to let the small canning production to go through what it has, and then sell it. Yeah, spinach harvester is what I gotta save up for next. But getting the canning factory was huge because we're gonna have a lot of spinach, and I need something to go through it pretty darn quick. And depending how much spinach we get off the field, I may need to put down one of Omatana's silos up here. I could use the train silo for storing the spinach, but that's on the other side of the river, so I think it'd be just, those silos are not that expensive. And really, I'd just rather put down a silo up here at the canning factory. Nice to meet you on that corner there, Car. And do it that way. But one step at a time. But we've been making huge strides on the spinach harvesting process already. We got a field and we got the canning factory. That's huge. So we are going to be making silage bales, but let's get the hay bales out of the way. All right, we'll put that right there. All right, we are going to windrow, make less rows. Turn vehicles off because they annoy you. I get that. For darn sure. But I like to leave them on just because I don't want to feel like I'm alone out here. Alright, and this will be the first time I'll be baling with the mod activated for wider pickup area. I don't want it that much wider than the base game, just a little bit wider. Someone put that telephone pole right there. It came out of nowhere. Nope, sorry. Didn't want to do that button, want to do that button. So, don't think we'll be buying the spinach harvester this year in-game. So we will be leasing it. Will cost like $30,000 to $40,000 to lease it. And hopefully we can make that much money back on the spinach, which I think we should be able to do. And who knows, maybe the old FS22 trick will come in play where we lease it, we'll return it back to the store, and maybe it'll come up on the sale page for like 50 or 60% off. And hopefully not have a whole bunch of hours on it. Why does it tell you the product isn't supported when you try to wrap grass bales? Well, you gotta look at what your wrapper is capable of wrapping. I don't know how experienced you are with Farming Simulator, but there are wrappers that just do square bales. There are some wrappers that only do round bales. The one we got does round or square. And also, the wrapper can only do certain size bales. So if you made your bales too big for the wrapper, it won't be able to pick them up and wrap them. Hello, Samuel. Happy Saturday to you. Hope you're having a good day. When was the last time anyone saw a tractor in the asphalt, and if the tires are muddy, you can go to jail here? I mean, I think that rule kind of goes in most areas. I think, and I'm not sure if it's the same here. If you go to jail for it, you may get a fine. But most cops around here are a little bit more lenient on it. Be like, you are going to clean that up, right? Are you sure you made square bales at 220 and not 240? Because if you're using the same baler like I got and you put it on max, that baler can do 240 bales, not 220s. Does it tell you the size of the bale when you walk up? Oh, mine are on the trailer. We'll have to see when I wrap them up. Does it say does it tell you the size of the bale? Does it say 220 or 240 on it? I have to see the bale when it pops out. Never look to see if it actually tells you the size or not. Let's see. Cover, unload, lift, pickup, change working width, Control Z. Don't know what that does though, because I can't see how wide the working width is. As long as it picks it all up, that's all I care about. Happy holidays to you as well, Samuel. Yeah, so I'm just curious. Does it say the size of the bale when you walk up to it? No, it doesn't. It just says bale. So, I am doing 220 bales, so your grass bales should be 6,000 liters if you did 220s. If you did 240s, it's going to be a lot higher. I should be on 220s. Yeah, I'm on 220 bales. So a grass 220 bale should be 6,000 liters. If your grass bale is more than that, you probably made a 240 bale, and that's why your wrapper won't pick it up and wrap it. And that's why when I make hay bales, even though I'm not going to wrap them, I leave the baler on 220 because I don't want to make the mistake of forgetting it's on 240 while doing a grass bale and not be able to wrap them afterwards. And we are using the silage additive, which should add 5% to the grass that we pick up. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe there's a problem with the wrapper. Maybe after the last patch, there might be an issue with it. So we'll find out soon. Who knows? I may get my wrapper out and it says not compatible. Maybe they changed something. But I've made that mistake too many times in previous versions of Farming Simulator to where I get the biggest bales for hay and then forget to switch it back for grass, and then I can't wrap it. So I've learned for myself just to keep it at 220 and I won't have to worry about it. So I did hit Control Z for making the pickup area a little bit wider, but it doesn't show you how much wider it is. But it's not picking up swaths right next to it, so... Yeah, I just want to make sure we pick up the whole swath, and especially for someone like me trying to read chat as I do this. Makes it a little bit easier. Is the attachment on the front of the tractor for silage? No, that's the fertilizer spreader. When I get done wrapping these bales up in a minute, I'm going to put fertilizer back on the grass field. The silage additive tank is actually on the baler itself. Oh, maybe I was changing the working width on the fertilizer spreader. But no, I do have a mod that changes the pickup area. Maybe that's what's conflicting it. Maybe I gotta drop off the spreader. But I do have a mod that changes the pickup area of the baler. Forgot about the fertilizer spreader on the front, so maybe I'm changing the working width of that, not the baler. Although I thought when I read the mod for the baler, it didn't say it's changeable. I thought it was just going to be as it is, but someone said, no, you can change the working width of the bale pickup. And let's see, how much grass do I got in that one? I'll leave that grass in there for a second. Let me just try something here. Let me drop off the... Yeah, see, I changed the spreader on the fertilizer spreader. Thank you for mentioning that. If I drop that off... Yeah, I don't... Well, I'm not on the baler. Yeah, I don't see an option. Someone told me, though, that mod I'm talking about for the wider pickup on the baler, you can change the working width of that. I don't see that. Oh, well. No big deal. It did a fine job, so I'm happy with it. Yeah, I didn't see it on the mod either when I downloaded for the wider pickup area for the bales and forage wagons. But someone in here the other day said, "Oh no, you can adjust that working width." They might be thinking of the fast bale from FS22. I can't get into my wrapper. They might be thinking of the fast bale in 22, which we could change the working width on it. Just going to park the baler further over so I can get in there and grab the wrapper. And hopefully the wrapper does 220s. I'm sure it will. It wrapped 220s all the way back in 19. I can't imagine they would change it. We're picking up 220s and wrapping them. So this will bring in about a good $15,000 in 3 months. Let's see, let me put the time scale back up to ×6 because I don't really have anything else to do this month other than contracts. And also now we reach top of the hour, our new canning production should have canning factory, chili peppers, garlic, onion. Did it get cabbage? Got a little cabbage, so it's already making kimchi. The problem is it's distributing it also to the other factory as well. The thing is, I got so much flour and eggs in the small factory, I don't want to sell that. Because as we saw, I just sold the small dairy, and I didn't get paid for, at least I don't think I got paid for, the cheese and the buffalo mozzarella that was still in there. Now the round balers are good, the all-in-ones. But yeah, you don't, you know, it just saves you a step from having to go around and wrap them, but the bales are smaller. So it all comes down to what you prefer to do. Hopefully I got enough foil just to finish off this job. I mean, I got some at the shop. I just want to have to run down and get it for this. Hello, Razajah. Welcome. Probably butchered your name left and right on that one. Razajah? That's the way I'm going to say it, so probably off on that. I apologize. I'm terrible at names. Yeah, that's the good thing with a square baler. You don't have to stop, but I know Farmer G, who comes in here often enough, they're making their balers for 25. They submitted their mods again. So you'll be able to get, hopefully in the near future, his balers that wrap bigger bales. I used his balers on Western Australia. That's where I made those huge 50,000 liter bales in our grass field. So after this, we got to grab our semi-trailer. We got to go pick up the rice flour, as I mentioned, and then we'll swing by and pick up the eggs that the chickens have, and that can go up to the big canning factory. And start making some noodle soup. No, not, he didn't, I don't think he did the quick bale. His was the bales that had the, you could change the capacity size up to like 9 times the size. So if you got like the all-in-one round baler, it didn't matter that the baling, the wrapping part took a while because it took so long to fill up the baler because you could hold like 60,000 liters of like grass or hay or to make silage. So the wrapping was done by the time the next bale was produced. He didn't do the, I don't think he did the quick bale. Alright, I think that's the last grass bale I need to wrap up. We'll put this back in the shed. We'll quickly fertilize the grass field and that'll be good to go in 2 months. I forgot what Farmer G's bale pack was called. I don't know if it was selectable bale pack or something like that. That wasn't a good approach to the fertilizer spreader. I did put this back at the way I was working with. I did. Just gotta dodge the white marshmallows in the field. Ah, thank you, Terry. That sounds like it. The selectable bale capacity. Good mod for especially if you got really huge grass fields. Or if you got just big fields in general for straw or anything. So in 2 months' time, I just got to figure out if I want to make hay bales or just make more silage bales. Alright, let's grab the bale trailer. Bring those 3 hay bales back. We'll just drop those off in front of the cow barn. And then I'll grab the telehandler if it's not already there. And we can just drop those in. Throw the beacons on. I do have that mod for randomized beacons, and I thought it was supposed to get the beacons out of sequence with one another. Maybe it doesn't work on the LED beacons because they seem like they're just they're always in sequence. So we pretty much sold everything to get the canning factory, but that's a huge step. You don't like the LED beacons, Skender? I mean, they don't seem like they're as noticeable as the old beacons, but they're there. All right, the semi, which I did leave down here, but let's go grab the rice flour, and then we'll go up to the chickens and grab, I think they got like a pallet and a half of eggs. So I think for our greenhouse, I'm going to have to put that stuff on storing, and I'll have to keep bringing it up to the canning production myself until the small production building is done. That's what we're going to have to do. And actually, let me do that now while I'm thinking about it. So, distributing. Nope, that's going to go on storing. Storing. Lettuce is on selling. Change that to storing. Storing. And the strawberries and tomatoes can stay on selling. So this is all rice flour. Way to go, Peanut. You just knocked everything off. You got plenty of room. Just toss it on there. Not the international pickup truck where we got to carefully stack as much on as possible. It's a flatbed. Are you saying my driving's that bad? I own this town. I can drive any way I want. At least with the beacons, it gives them a heads up warning that I am coming around the corner. They may want to do something about that. Alright, let's go pick up the eggs. So with the rice flour and the eggs, noodle soup. Actually, I don't know if I want to drive up to the chicken coop with this because I don't really have a place to turn around with this thing. Stocking always makes you laugh. The imperfections of it compared to real life. Well, that's the way I would stock it in real life, so I don't see no difference. I think that's great loading. Yes, give us all the eggs. It does seem like maybe the chickens are producing more eggs per month than they did before. And on top of all that, our chickens are not all mature yet, so we don't. They're going to start producing more and more as soon as they get older. All right, off to the canning factory. I haven't said that too much in the series, not until today. Hello, Josh. Hope you're having a good Saturday so far. I just got to start learning my way around the canning factory. But I think it has an entrance on both sides of the building. Don't know where the spawn point is, though. Alright. Oh, the spawn point's right there. So, now in the canning production, we should be making noodle soup from rice flour. I don't have any flour to bring up here, so that's fine. But, yeah, got plenty of room for eggs. And rice flour, it can hold 110,000 liters, so plenty of room for that as well. What else can it do up here? It can do a whole... Well, it can do everything the other one does, so... just 10 times as fast. Make sure I put it on that. And then that should be on storing. And the kimchi is on storing. Yeah, I'm going to have to start taking that from the greenhouse and bring it up here manually until the small one, which is here. Looks like I got a lot of material here, but it's all kind of on the small side. So it'll get through it at some point. Yeah, we'll get through it at some point that we can sell that. Just rub that telephone pole a little bit, give it a little bit of a kiss, and then get the back end get stuck on it. Wait, what am I stuck on, man? I had some room there. We were good. Alright, so I basically sold the farm to get the canning factory, but being things processed 10 times quicker, we'll just start earning more money faster. So I'll bring this back to the farm, because I'll probably have to load up the stuff in the greenhouse to bring up to the canning factory every day, especially the cabbage. This got glitched through the ground loading up cotton bales. Sounds like Farming Simulator to me. So let's speed up time to times 10, but I'm going to go down and give the cows more food. Oh, looks like they spawned everything. That could be an issue. I think it's because the ground's not level over here. It's doing some weird stuff. I hope they're not glitching through the ground. I think they might actually be stuck in the ground. Yeah, I can't move any of those. Oh, that one moved. I think all of these might be glitched. I can... Oh, that one. I got that one. No, I can't pick up that. I can move these. You know you're in trouble when super strength can't get them out of the ground. Oh, I can move that one now. Stop spawning things behind me. Nope, I got that one free. Got that one out of there. Oh, alright. Got that one. Can I grab this one now? No, that one's kind of stuck. That one, no. It's like they got suction cups on them or something. I gotta dig them out. Well, if I only lose 4, I don't know how many may have gone underground when that happened, but if I only lose 4, it's not the end of the world. So these are all extras. Yeah, because I can't believe the large canning factory filled up with all that stuff. Alright. Had a good backlog. We're still spawning stuff at the greenhouse. Probably should have maybe just put this stuff on sale for a day. And let it be as it is. Alright, we'll just let that handle on its own. We'll figure it out. Can I move him with a telehandler? Well, if I can't move him with super strength, I don't think the telehandler is going to do too much. Hello, Farmer G. We were actually just talking about you a little while ago. About your selectable bale mods that you created. And also trying to submit to giants for 25. Yeah, I probably should have sold those vegetables. I wasn't expecting to have problems with them getting stuck in the ground. And why did you fall off, man? Get back on there. Definitely is the greenhouse effect. Alright, cows definitely going to have enough hay until we get to the month of June. Trying to push that one in here with us. Let's see. How are... Alright, so we know they're full. Their health is slowly getting back up there. The sheep look good. The chickens. The chickens need some feed. Well, we can do that. Got a full chicken coop, so... Get another 5,000 liters of wheat. Gotta be careful of our crop here. I got narrow tires on the John Deere, but the trailer doesn't have narrow tires on it. Nice little silos. The output is just a little bit slow for my liking, but... For a starter silo, it's doing just fine. Kind of forgot the Vulture was just right there in the corner. I could have used that to haul this grain around, but... We'll let the John Deere stretch its legs a little bit. Steady as she goes, getting this back there. Of course, eventually this field on our left side is not going to be there. Let me just make sure that they're pretty much topped off, which they are. So they're good. So all the animals are good. I'm going to leave the John Deere right there. What's going on at the store? Well, some items have disappeared, but nothing new has shown up. And for contracts, baling, deadwood, hoeing, plowing, spraying. No, nothing showing up there either. Might get to actually play FS25 now. I was on a mission to 100% ATS map and finally got it done today. I would say you don't have that many states in ATS. If you do got all the states in ATS, that's a heck of a thing. I'm nowhere close on getting 100% of the map done. I'm going to speed up time here, let the day kind of pass. Don't know where Sam is. Sam always goes off and hides. How often is Sam just laying around here? Occasionally, though. We've seen him around here occasionally. Store page. Nothing new still. So we are going to wake up in debt because we got that $13,000 loan interest to pay at midnight. Alright. I think we'll just go ahead and go to bed. Terrible weather. All 16 states and you got 100% of the map done. Congratulations to you, dude. That's quite a lot, man. That's a lot. Alright, store page. Well, nothing that we're interested in for sure. No one wants that cotton harvester for $222,930. How many hours are on that? It's only got 18 and a half hours on it. But we can see our barley field is ready for harvest. I don't know how long it actually takes for spinach to really grow. But what is that doing up there? Our spinach field is ready. Okay, so I need some cash to lease the spinach harvester. And that field's ready. We're still waiting on, still going to have to wait on our popular. That's going to be a little bit. Let's visit Skender down here at the sawmill to see what we got. But we got, ooh. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we got 4 prefab walls. That's 20 grand. So that's a good start. Then, of course, we got wood beams as well. All right, so let's grab... I'll deal with that mess later. I can't even see how much it is to lease an item because you don't... If you don't have the money, you can't see how much it is to lease. I'll just say you don't have the money to lease. When you were messing around with the dredge on this map, you realize you can put trailer under this... Whoop. You can put trailer under the spout and load stones into the trailer. I thought someone tried that and it didn't work, but that was way back when the game came out. Maybe they updated it in a patch or something. Could really use one of those toys to be made right now. Which probably isn't far off from being made, honestly. So I pretty much need about $50,000 worth of sales this morning in order for us to get to lease the spinach harvester. The barley field can wait a month before I hire a worker, but the spinach needs to get done so we can get that into the canning factory so we can start making the bags of spinach. And also, the sooner we harvest it, the sooner the crop will start regrowing back. So the wood beams are going to be for the playground. It's about $26,000 worth. Yeah, give us some more wood beams. Samuel, you were asking when's the next... I think you're asking when's the next live stream I'm going to be doing. It won't be until Monday. I'm not live streaming tomorrow, but there will be an ATS video tomorrow. But I'm not live streaming tomorrow. Any more? Oh, yep, we got one more here. So yeah, 33,000. What I need for that harvester. We'll get there. Header included, yeah. I think on all the Oxbow harvesters, the green beans, the peas, and the spinach, it's all just one unit. So what I got? 5 wood beams. That's 15,000, roughly. So we got like 35,000 on the trailer currently. So that spinach grows really quick. That's why we're going to be able to get 2 harvests in it per season. I feel like I need to get my chainsaw out and cut that bush because I'm going through it so many times. I just need to see, yeah, that toy over there looks like it's not too far off from being built. Prefab wall. Up to the farmer's market. And I don't know how much we made of the noodle soup overnight, but I might have a good number of those we could sell. Feels like I'm taking the long way around, but it might be faster than taking the ferry. I found a TMR cheat. You do half hay and other half silage and put in a silo and take it back out, and we'll be 100% saying it's all even the feed king, even the feed and straw. Oh, saying it has all even the feed and straw. Yeah, because it's all the game knows is that you put in TMR. So I guess. So I guess, yeah, the game doesn't know what condition it was when you put it in there. Just knew it was TMR. Samuel, I've been saying next stream will, after today, next stream will not be until Monday. And it'll be at the same time as I always start. Yeah, our sheep and goats and chickens, we just fed the chickens, but the sheep and goats were doing good. Oh, we got a lot of noodle soup sitting outside. Let's see where that noodle soup needs to go, because I need more money to lease that thing. Noodle soup needs to go to the restaurant. That made 8 pallets. It hasn't even been a full month, I don't think. Do I still got eggs in here? I still got eggs in here, which is good. So it looks like we're done selling flour, probably. When we make flour this year, it's going to have to just be distributed up to here. And we'll just keep bringing eggs up here. We'll just keep making noodle soup. We'll swing by and grab whatever the we'll grab whatever the small canning production building made, and that should give us more than enough money to lease the spinach harvester, and maybe I can have enough money to hire a worker to start swathing up the barley. Is the noodle soup canned or like ramen packets? We'll get a better look when I get out of the truck. Well, we got one thing of kimchi here. We're going to take that. Looks like it's in packets. Not canned, but like ramen, as you said. Is that everything out of here? Yep, for now it is. Alright, Samuel, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I would sell that small canning production now. The problem is I got a lot of flour and eggs in there. Don't know if I can actually drive through here and get this all in. Not when I hit a pole. There we go. We're up to 41,000. Just get this out of the restaurant area. But I think sometime today we'll be selling another toy. Sounds weird to be selling a toy for like 50 grand. I did drop off stuff at the playground, but I want to see exactly what's going on here. So it looks like we made the next stage of the playground because we need another 12,000 liters of wood beams. And we got about 5,000 liters up here. So, yep, that's still being built. I don't see nothing really going on that side still. And as for our toy, the tractor looks like it's almost built. And, well, the wagon's almost built. But now we need to come in here and get to the project we kind of started this year. We're not buying it, of course. We're just going to be leasing it. I went right past the vegetables, apparently. Spinach harvester. No options on it. Lease. How much is the hourly fee? Hourly fee is $13,335. Well, let's hope I can get this done within the hour. I can really use with an auto-loading mod. It's getting to that point almost. We are just about at that point. Although, as I mentioned though, the flour, we're not going to be dealing with the flour anymore once, I mean, we're going to be making the flour, but the flour is going to be put on distributing, and that's going to go directly up to the large canning facility once we get rid of the small one. So, the grain mill is just going to be bringing the grain there, and that's pretty much all we're doing. And the greenhouse, right now, I just got that in just storing just because I don't want any more material going to the small canning factory. You can sell it, then reimburse yourself for the estimate of what you think the eggs and flour are worth. Well, the weird thing is, when I sold the hay loft and it had some straw in it, I sold a hay loft with straw in it, and it gave me the money for the straw. But when I started the stream today, we sold a small dairy and it had buffalo mozzarella and some cheese in it. I don't think I got the money for that. And when I get done with the stream, I may go back and look at it to see what the money was, to see if it was thrown in there somewhere. I may reimburse myself for some buffalo mozzarella and some cheese. The reason why I turned off the engine, because since it's a leased vehicle, it's done by the hours that it's running, so... I'm going to keep the engine off as long as I can. The Guvile baler doing your head in is not wrapping the chaff stage, the various master one. I've tried the Guvile balers and the stationary one, and I don't think I don't want to say I'll never use another one again, but I just don't see what they're good for. At least compared to other stuff that we got in the game anyways. So eventually we will own one of these harvesters. Now we will see what happens after I return it. Will it show up in the sale page? Because that happens once in a while. Taking a shortcut, the shorter, the better. I didn't say I'm going to finish this field in an hour. I just said I would like to. And besides, I'm not going to be doing it. If you think I'm harvesting this field, you're crazy. So yield is 97%. So let the games begin. It's doing the wiggly wigglies. The Voltra is right over here, and we're going to use that for grain transportation. And yeah, I'm pretty much just piling everything in the shed, not in an orderly fashion, it's just being thrown in here. One of these days we'll start to organize this around here. I need more sheds. This is just supposed to be for big equipment. Alright, the John Deere has our trailer. We got a lot of eggs already. Chickens are doing wonderful. Stop reading chat, you'll run into telephone poles. Hello, Tin Man. How you doing today? So we don't have to go too far with the spinach. We just got to drop it off in the canning factory. That's why I'm not going to bother upgrading our trailer, because we're not going far. Actually, let me go this way. So actually, as fast as we made money this year, from like January to June, we bought a $210,000 field, and we also bought a $330,000 factory. So another 6 months, in theory, we could just almost afford buying the spinach harvester, if it goes well. That car brake checked me on the bridge. Oh yeah, we also bought the toy production. So we're going to let the harvester do its thing. So while that's going on, we're going to grab the McDon. We don't need the grass mower. We just need the McDon. We got to go back, and we're going to go ahead and swath up that barley ourselves. And probably what I'm going to do is we're going to take the wheat to the grain mill to be processed. All the wheat that's in the silo, we'll bring the wheat to the grain mill, and we'll store the barley for the chickens. I am not doing too bad, Tin Man. Thank you for asking. Things on Riverbend Spring are progressing nicely. Remember when we used to cuss ATS traffic? I probably will be doing that later on today when I record tomorrow's episode. I think it might be sooner. The factory is supposed to pop pallets all the time, so my thinking is they must increase the profits by at least 20%. I'm trying to figure out a way to get that header out. Well, the large canning production is just going to be 10 times faster than the small one that we had. I'm winning the Massey Ferguson for later on, picking up this swath, so pulling it out of the barn, not that big of a deal. Oh, I don't want to forget, so we're going to do this in just a second, but not lined up close enough. I need to flood the rice fields. Need to flood the rice fields. Getting too excited about the spinach harvesting. And the last rice field to take care of. All right. They're good to go. Speaking of good to go, the barley field. So this is all feed for the chickens, and anything we got left over, if I fill up the silo, will go to the grain mill. Yeah, it'll probably take us like an hour and a half to actually harvest that spinach field. If it does it in an hour, I'll be surprised. Especially with the worker, because when it does the headlands, it's going to do the corners and it's going to wiggle back and forth for a bit. But it'll get the job done for us. But the spinach harvester is the next big purchase for our farm. And then after that, it's back to paying off some of the loan again. But by expanding the farm, by buying that spinach field, and now having the large canning production and the toy maker, we can pay off a good amount of the loan next year. Then we can start looking at upgrading some of our equipment and then start buying some more land. But it's all coming together. As long as we make at least we gotta make more than 30,000 from selling bagged spinach. And I guess it all depends on how much we get off that field, which we should. But we just gotta recover the cost of leasing that harvester. Which probably when it gets done, it'll be $40,000 leasing the harvester. And we'll have to do it again in 3 more months, because that spinach will be ready again. So I think this is the only field other than the spinach field that needs to be harvested today. That new modded plow is a moneymaker. I plan on using it once we start getting some plowing contracts on bigger fields. By the time I bought the plow, I think all the fields that need to be plowed were taken care of. And also this upcoming winter, don't forget, we're going to have a whole bunch of wood chips because we got our 2 poplar fields. One's not that big. The other one's pretty decent, but we're going to have a lot of wood chips to sell. Spinach will be ready again by September. Yep, just got to fertilize it. Am I ever going to combine fields 6, 7, and 9? I don't even own those fields. I think those are the starting fields. I don't even own those. Don't know. I can't remember how much that spinach harvester holds. Hopefully it's a lot. How do you remove the fence around this field? Someone else asked that question last week, and I think because I did it without even realizing it, but I think you got to sell the original farmhouse that's on the property before you can sell the fence. So yeah, if you're on the east side like I am, because someone else asked that question, and I was like, I don't know, I just sold the fence. But they came back and said, oh, you got to sell the house to sell the fence. And there's no way in heck am I doing olives. I get what you're saying there, Farmer Devil, but I'm not planting olives. 35,000 liters is what it holds? Oh, okay. That's a good amount. I'm not sure if I'll ever, I don't want to say, I didn't say never, but I don't know if I'll ever buy those fields over by Grandpa Walter, because I'm getting to the point on this farm where I want the bigger fields, not the smaller ones. Yeah, I realize you can buy all 3 fields and then merge them together and make a decent sized field, but it's on the other end of the map. This map is supposed, they just say it's based in Southeast USA. But it's basically Arkansas, Louisiana, Southeast. License plates look like the Louisiana license plates. And people have said, I guess, at the barges and stuff, it says like Arkansas somewhere. But Southeast USA is where the map is based in. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of barley here. I think this barley is going to fill up our silo. But I got to take the wheat out of the silo first and bring that to the grain mill. Oh yeah, Mississippi place, not Louisiana. Sorry. You're right. I've had Louisiana on my mind recently because I think of ATS for some reason. We just make sure on the large map that the worker is still going around. Well, it's moving. I see movement. Actually, this field, it feels like it's getting bigger and bigger each year. You're in Mississippi, you see that plate style every day. I always used to say it was a Mississippi plate, but I think the last couple of times I may have said Louisiana. Actually, the way I'm doing this, I like the way the swaths are coming out better than when the worker does it. Might be just the angle. I think the worker more goes diagonally here. Don't think I even got the message yet that our spinach harvester is 80% full. I want a lot of spinach out of that thing. proper way is a worker's way. In Farming Simulator 25, I know it's Saturday night where you are, but what have you been drinking? Have you been into your brother's whiskey and wine or what? Well, I thought I was going to be jumping back and forth from doing this to emptying out the spinach harvester. But I think I'm going to get this field taken care of before that's even 80% full. Oh yeah. Also, Hello Kitty. I read your question. I'm not really sure I understand what your question was. How long does it take grass to grow in your food? So I'm going to try to answer it either way. I think you might be asking. You can cut grass every 2 months in a grass field. If you're asking about the meadow grass in an animal pen, how long does it take to grow? That might be glitched, the meadow grass in an animal pen, meaning it's not working properly. So once they go through the meadow grass, I'm not sure if it's regrowing. The future of this game is so promising because they can add so much to it. Well, the good thing for Giants in this case is it's their own engine that the game runs on, so they can, yeah, they can go in the path that they want to go with the game. All right, let's go see what's up with the spinach harvester and all that. Jump up here, enter vehicle. So it looks like they're still doing the headlands. What mode do you start a farm, and do you have fields, machinery, money? For me personally, Rabbit Man, I always play on hard economy, and usually to get you guys involved into it, whatever money I start with is also the amount I gotta owe to the bank. So like this series here, we start with 5 million, but I gotta repay that 5 million. So the only thing we came here with was the international pickup truck. So so we didn't have no fields, no equipment, no nothing, just 5 million and a pickup truck. I'm waiting for the worker to get done with the corner and start going up the field so I can unload it. It's very interesting how they made the workers do the corners with these type of harvesters. Are you really going to take more of this corner out? I guess so. I think this worker's having a blast charging me by the hour. Are you done with the corner now? Are you going to start? No, you're not done with the corner yet? Alright, who's driving this thing? Francine, come on, Francine. Oh, so a spinach field is going to need plowing after it's done, huh? Alright, so now you're going to start going up and down the road. Thank you. Alright, just, yeah, we're going to stop you for a second. And hopefully the workers should take right back off where they were. Alright, so that's 20,000 liters, which it's a good start, but we definitely want a lot more than that. Think you're going to be very happy with a popular harvest? I hope so. There's a little entryway right here, but how are you supposed to get in there without ruining this guy's field? Yeah, definitely going to plow after the second harvest. I want to plow it now because that will stop it from regrowing. You always play a normal new farmer, just want to try something different. Well, that's what's great about this game. You can always change up how you do things. I mean, when I first started playing, I played on normal, and then after a while, it's like I wanted more of a challenge. So I started adding challenges to my Let's Plays just to make it more fun for me. I always try to use different equipment as well as I moved along. Okay, who's getting in there now? Looks like Frank is jumping on in. Now we'll start making our bag spinach. All right, so canning factory, I think it's at the bottom. Bag spinach, activate. And where is it? Yeah, it holds 240,000 liters, which if I get that much, that'd be amazing, but I don't think we're going to get that much. Now, it could be that AI driver is the one that did lease us the harvester and they're trying to get us over the hour, which it's going to be. Alright, so I don't... Alright, whatever. You do whatever. I mean, as long as you get the field done, that's all I care. So where is... I think what I'll do... Because the only trailer we got is in use. Is I'll go around and we'll take care of the animals. And the cows are not even going to bother taking that one bale. So the cows must be all set. The eggs got to be brought up to our canning factory because we were getting low on eggs up there. The goats probably need another bale at this point, so we'll grab one of these. Yep, they're not taking any more than that. And I think I can grab 2 of these bales. I'll leave 1 more bale there for the goats. Probably should put it in that little part of the shed. But they're good. Don't think we're going to get a tornado this year. Yep, just throw the bales right at them. I think they're both in the trough in the pickup area, so we'll just move these here just to be sure. Do we have? We're back up to 71 sheep, so yep, we're back in here. We're gonna sell. Looks like it's always 6 at a time, so we're gonna sell those. A little bit of income never hurt anyone. And I suppose I can just load up the eggs on the telehandler, bring them up to the canning factory myself. By the time I get them on the pickup truck and get up there, telehandler can do it almost as quick. That dairy production is awfully loud. I feel sorry for the chickens and the goats up here. Almost. No. Stop it. That didn't go as planned. Luckily, they're eggs. So, I mean... Speaking of the chickens, we bought 91 to start with. I know it's a full coop, but I think 8 months old. So they should be producing eggs. So I think it's these 2 here. Actually, at 6 months old, I think they're producing eggs as well. So it might be. Oh yeah, we can tell. I can look at the icon. That helps. So it's just 86 of the chickens have not fully grown to adults yet. And of course, we got Ronnie the Rooster, which you technically don't need, but we always got to have Ronnie the Rooster here. So 86 chickens are not making eggs currently, but they will pretty soon. I'm going to stockpile 40 cotton bales now. Want the achievement. I don't think you have to sell them all at once. It's just a matter of selling them over time. You don't have to sell 40 cotton bales all at once. Unless they change the achievement. Oh, I should have my beacon on. Nope, I said on. There we go. Easy over the bridge because that top pallet will go flying somewhere. Yeah, looks like they're still doing the headland around that field. I don't think you can change. How is my tractor in the way of you, sir? Alright. Now it's not in the way of you? Do I need to move that tractor or not? Or did you just quit on me? Maybe you just quit on me. Not really sure I understand why you're trying to come way over here, but we'll move. This is the 8th straight episode that I'm being ridiculed for my brother's mistake. He didn't kill anybody, so why do you guys keep bringing it up? Well, no one said he killed anyone. Just gonna, no, actually when you go down the other side, it ain't gonna matter because you can always discharge on the side where the crop is. Well, I'll leave that there. Let me get back into the telehandler. Wait, how much? Alright, it's almost half full. Telehandler will get this back to the farm. So I suppose while that harvest is going on, yeah, I may need another trailer in the future so we can do 2 harvests at a time. Trailers are not that expensive, but since we're on the march for getting that spinach harvester at some point, trailer's gonna have to wait. Nothing like cruising down the road in a telehandler, which could use a repair sometime soon, I think. See, I fed the animals, except for the chickens. I need the grain trailer for that too. And maybe I'll throw all those vegetables on. We'll bring them wherever they need to go. Just park it over here by the shrooms. Oh, that looks like a lot of pallets to start loading, and I'm pretty sure the greenhouse has a whole bunch in it. It does. I think I'll just put those on sell directly for a while. Except for the cabbage. Alright, Skender, enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for stopping in like always. Appreciate it. What was I doing? Large greenhouse, chili peppers, selling, garlic, selling, and onions, selling, cabbage, storing. The headland around your massive field 25 takes forever now. Well, the bigger the field. Wait, did I not leave my semi? Oh, it's down here. I knew the semi was around here somewhere. If I turn them off, I'll get more cabbage. Yeah, I mean, I could. Actually, I should turn off strawberries and tomatoes. And lettuce, probably. I probably should, because I got everything turned on in there from the beginning. I just haven't turned it off. Lettuce, we'll just actually deactivate that. Strawberries, we'll deactivate that. And tomatoes, we'll deactivate that. Alright, let's go ahead and sell all this stuff. Yeah, I mean, if I don't have enough material for the kimchi, it's not that big of the deal. Although I just realized how the semi-trailer was angled. That looks proper. Which one is the cabbage, though? That's the garlic. So I want to make sure I don't sell... Those are the onions. Probably don't have a cabbage pallet out yet. A worker almost has a full grain tank. Love to see that. We'll let them go a little bit longer. I just don't want to get too many pallets outside here. And I also don't know on PC if we have a pallet limit. So I think I'll strap these in. Even the truck is off the ground a little bit in some areas. I'll quickly look to see where the best place to sell some of this stuff is, but I'm not going to bring it to each individual one. We'll just bring it to the best one for everywhere. Yeah, lettuce is a good selling thing, but since I'm trying to make other stuff to make kimchi, which, you know, unless I really want to crunch the numbers on it, by making more product out of the greenhouse, the kimchi probably is worth... It's probably worth turning the lettuce off so we can make more kimchi, which overall will be worth it. I would think. But unless you really crunch the numbers, it's hard to tell. But I think I'm past the stage where I want to crunch the numbers and try to figure out how to min-max everything. It gets to a point where you don't want to min-max everything you're trying to do. I mean, I'm selling $50,000 toys at this point. Now let me restrap stuff in. I'm actually surprised that I had actually had this much extra material left over, that the large cannery did not take it all. Alright, should go up and empty out the spinach. Alright, restrap that stuff in. Alright, let's jump up to here. And I think, yep, they're full. Okay. I was going to wait until they got to the end of the row, but since they're full. Of course, now I got to be careful because now that I'm driving, if I drive in the crop, I will destroy it. Don't think I'm going to get as much spinach off this field as I thought. But, like I said, as long as we make a good profit. That's all we're looking for. And when I get back into the spinach harvester, I'm going to have to look at the hour meter to see. Because I don't remember what time I started doing the harvest. Can't go by game time because the time scale is at time 3. Well, it's almost up to the hour, and I have to look at the field. We should get this done before the second hour starts. So that is something we can deal with. And I love it. The workers starting right where they left off. One of these days, I'll own this field that I keep driving through. I'll wait till, well, I was going till all gets in there, but There we go. Let's see exactly how much we got in there for now. So, almost 60,000 liters of spinach. So, we're probably going to end up with like 110, 120,000. Park it there so I make sure I'm out of the way. And back down to the greenhouse. And keep loading up this wonderful mess I'm creating. And, okay, it must be strapped in. Oh, well, as long as it's on the trailer, it's well it counts. Don't care how it's on there, as long as it's on there. And that's not on there. Well, I'd like to get them all on there, but the way I'm stacking it... and those ones in the corner may not even go on here. I probably can't even pick them up. If the trailers are rocking... Can the straps even go that high? Well, there's not a strap there, but we'll see if we'll find out later on. Can I pick these up now? No, that one I cannot. Now these four over here, those are going to be trouble. Alright, we'll get these on and just have a quick look at where they need to go. You know what? Maybe we'll just bring up to the farmer's market. That way we'll see the farmer's market get kind of full. Let me try picking them up from a different direction here. No, that's not working. Well, maybe when I... next time I reload into the game, maybe, just maybe, they will pop up and we don't have to worry about them. Alright, can I back up? There we go. I was doing a spinach contract on the wooden mat and got my tractor stuck in the city. And had to reset my tractor and lost my whole load of spinach. Yep, anytime you reset a vehicle, it's a rough way to learn. Anytime you reset it, empties out the trailer. Have a good night, Tin Man. Thanks for being here. 1-800-MAD-LOADERS, pretty much. Your future is bright as a longshoreman. Let's see now where this stuff needs to go. It's not going to show up here, is it? Small Farmer's Kiosk for the chili. Garlic is the restaurant. What else do I got? Spring onion. Okay, spring onion. I thought it was this onion. I'm like, I don't see onion. It's spring onion. Restaurant. Well, everything needs to go to the restaurant, really, which is just around the corner. Thought about bringing them to the farmer's market, but I need the cash. And the best prices mostly were at the restaurant down the hill. Not going to get it all in one go. I'm going to strap them back in so none of them fall off. Alright, so now we're up to 42,000. That's nice to see. I don't know why you wouldn't want to drive next to that truckload. It was all strapped in. So we're back up to over 40,000, which is nice. That toy is going to sell sometime today. So we'll try it with a telehandler, although I mean, if super strength doesn't get it out, I don't really hold much hope out for this. And then the other possibility I might have is getting my pallet fork stuck underneath the pallet. But in case you didn't know, I was using super strength trying to pick these up. I think I'm going to wait until where I reload the game and possibly, just possibly, they will pop up out of the ground. I mean, I'm not too concerned about the money issue that much, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. We're down to 28,000, so I'm guessing we just went over the hour fee on the spinach harvester. Nope. Can I get into the spinach harvester, please? Yep, 1 hour on the spinach harvester. And the spinach harvester is on the correct side of the field, so I'm going to try to get up there before it turns around. If it does, not a big deal. Yeah, I'm not going to bother stopping the worker while it's going around. We just emptied it, so it can't be. It's not full enough. From what you know, Josh Modding went to find the Riverbend Springs map location somewhere near Louisiana. Maybe that's why I've been saying Louisiana as well once in a while. I've heard that. I don't want to park too close. We'll let them kind of go around. Gonna leave that there, but we're gonna let them finish up what they're doing slowly but surely. So these bales should be 33%-ish done. 38%. They'll be sold in a couple of months. As for... have I been to here to do the stones? I have not. Sometimes you just walk up to that belt and it turns on by itself like it knows what you want to do. I tried flattening the ground when I put that greenhouse down. I should have flattened the ground before I put the greenhouse down. But I can't do terrain around there. I don't know if it's a greenhouse or if it's just too close to the ledge. But yeah, we'll see what happens next time I reload into... Wait, what do I got in my hand? I got one of the pallets in my hand. What? I got some onions. When did that happen? And I can't let go of it either. That is interesting. Let me wait. If I go to a sell point, if I go to let me go to the restaurant. If it's going to stay in my hand, let's go to the restaurant and see if I can sell this. Is it still there? I think so. It's sold. It did sell. Was that one that was at the greenhouse? I'm trying. Well, we can enter here. It was one of the ones that were at the greenhouse. I think I may have broke super strength. Because now I don't think I can pick up anything. Can I pick up this? No, that's all right. So super strength on. Yeah, I can't pick that up now, so that's... Well, we sold one of the pallets. May have to try that later on. Anyways, what I was going to do is just check on our stuff as I go around the map. Maybe once I go back here, will I have another one stuck on me? Doesn't look like it. That's going to turn on by itself. Wonderful. So, what do we got here? We got some stuff here, not a whole lot, so try to keep that in mind. But the playground is coming along nicely, I do believe. I mean, it's going to be a pirate ship. I have no idea what stage we're in. But it's like the 4th stage in a row that we need like 12,000 liters of wood beams. We got some up here. Our toy is not far off from being built and made, so that'll definitely gonna give us some cash. 50,000 would be nice. And now we're just waiting for... Oh yeah, also at the sawmill. We got some material up here at the sawmill, but I try to clear this out in between streams. We do have a whole bunch of planks, but I'm keeping those around for the toy maker. But we got tons of planks here. I could sell some of those and bring in some cash. And it's almost been a year. Almost. Not quite. Last July is when we planted the poplars. So that's coming up. But that doesn't matter because we're not going to be selling the wood chips until December. So we'll see how we get on with that. Just for the topic, should do a sort of a poll on how many folks play with seasons on or off. Yeah, I may start doing more polls, but I'm not going to do that today because I'm getting ready to wrap it up here. Hello, Gio. Welcome. Hope you're having a good Saturday. You have to find the wormhole to another world. I've done wormholes before in FS19. FS19 I did wormholes from one map to another. Yeah, Super Strength had some bugs since the update. I had it and watched a stream last night where the host was fighting with it as well. I've had no problem with Super Strength. I think the problem with Super Strength now is I had a pallet underground and somehow it got stuck on it. But I'll activate the light and then go back probably to... Oh yeah, that did get rid of it. Good tip there, Supermox. Thank you very much. All right, Terry, thanks for stopping in. Yeah, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. I think I'm going to let the spinach harvester go because I can't use the trailer because that's in use up there. I want to make sure that we keep this on the go because I am leasing the spinach harvester, but I need it to pick up the crop here. I also need to get rid of the wheat that's in the silo, bring that to the grain mill, and we're going to store the barley in here for the chickens, not the wheat. And that's what we need to do. But we'll finish up the spinach harvesting, I do believe, on Monday. No stream tomorrow because I won't be home. But Monday, yeah, we should be back here on Riverbend Springs, and we'll finish up the spinach harvest. We'll see how much we get, and putting it into our new canning factory, which is going to make tons of bagged spinach, I hope, and bring in a whole bunch of cash. But we got to save up some money so we can buy the spinach harvester, not to worry about the leasing fee, because it's going to cost me $40,000 every time I lease that to get this field harvested, which is, you know, it is what it is. But if I make that money back on it from the harvest, which I think we will, then we are good to go. If I'm going to jump in here because it needs to be unloaded pretty darn soon. So anyways, if you're still here, thank you very much for showing up today. Really appreciate it. If you haven't done so and you'd like to help me out, hitting the thumbs up button at the bottom of the screen would be grateful. The thumbs down button is there as well if you want to tap that. That's fine. But if you hit the thumbs down button, at least leave a comment as to why you did. So maybe we can make the stream better for you next time if you happen to come back, which I would appreciate. If you're new here, that subscribe and notification bell as well, so you don't miss out on more content like this. And like I said, I'll be back streaming this on Monday. Stream starts at 12 o'clock New York time, which is 3 hours and 43 minutes ago is when I started the stream. Now, it should be starting at the same time as I did today. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up right here after I finish unloading this spinach harvester. And I will hopefully catch you guys on Monday. But there will be an ATS video tomorrow, American Truck Simulator video, which I got to record here later on tonight. But that will be out for you guys tomorrow if you are into that. But anyways, I'm going to jump out of here, and I will see you guys on Monday. But until then, have a good one.